Let's say China.
China.
China. China.
There are next door neighbors, and you can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
You go over to China.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Trump's statement, tweeting out insults to Angela Merkel. What's he doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host.
Yes. Hello and welcome. I am James Andrews, and you are listening to So This Happened, the only news this side of fake news. That was a kind of a mystery, wasn't it? An enigma, wrapped inside a mystery, wrapped inside a cream egg. Today is Tuesday, the 6th of June, 2017. We're going to start today with the Trump boys. They're back.
Can you, shut up?
Yeah, in a weird moment of him thinking that anybody actually gives a shit what he says, Donald Trump Jr. went on TV this morning and said this.
Every time he puts something out there, he gets criticized by the media all day, every day, by everyone else. And then guess what? 2 weeks later, he's proven to be right. It happened again. And we keep appeasing it. And we keep saying, okay, it's going to be great. We're going to hold fast. And we're going to keep calm and carry on. Maybe we have to keep calm and actually do something. And I think that's what he's trying to say, because he's been proven right about it every time. This is a recurring theme, and then we're attacked. But maybe, rather than the mayor of London attacking, maybe he should do something about it. Maybe he should do something to fix the problem, rather than just sit there and pretend there isn't one.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, that he actually thinks people listen to what he says and says, oh yeah, Donald Trump Jr., now there's a smart man. No, if there was a Special Olympics for educated people, he would be winning gold. And then the other village idiot, that elephant-murdering twat, Eric, decided to chime in on the Russian investigation into his dad when he said this.
It's the greatest hoax of all time. I was there throughout the campaign. We have no dealings in Russia. We have no projects in Russia. We have nothing to do with Russia.
He then went on to say that the moon landing was quite a big hoax, but not as big as the Russian hoax. Oh, and it didn't end there. There was more.
I mean, to me, it's without a question, reads and smells like a witch hunt.
Okay, full disclosure. I just spent longer than I probably should trying to find out what a witch hunt smells like. And the only thing I could think of was maybe burning flesh, right? Burn the witch. But I don't know. If you know what a witch hunt smells like, that would be brilliant, because I have no idea. Literally no ideas.
Bring her forward.
I'm not a witch, I'm not a witch.
Anyway, thank you, Don and Eric, for providing us with about 3 minutes of absolute nonsense. Now, both of you, sit down and shut up. And here's something which is actually really exciting. Trump Vader has arrived early, so come in. Hello, how are you? He's here. It's been a few days. Yeah, I know you're excited. He's got a great tweet. He's got his phone. Is that an iPhone? Oh, it's Android. He likes Android phones. Android phone. Is it secure? He doesn't. He's struggling. He doesn't know if it's secure. You want to read your tweet? All right, mate. Go to it. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump Vader.
During my recent trip to the Middle East, I stated that there can no longer be funding of radical ideology. Leaders pointed to Qatar. Look.
Okay. Are you trying to take credit for something that happened today that you probably didn't have very much to do with? You are, aren't you? Yeah, you just... Yeah, okay. Hey, let me ask you a question, Trump Vader. Do you know where Qatar is? You don't... He's shrugging. You have no idea, do you? You literally have no idea. If I said to you, it's next to Belgium, where the Pope lives, you'd just be fine with that, wouldn't you? You'd just be fine with that. My God. Anyway, listen, he was here, and you know he needs the round of applause. It's his life force. So, ladies and gentlemen, Trump Vader. That's not bad. No, he's happy with that. All right, see you tomorrow, mate. Bye-bye. Okay, he's off. That's really nice. You can stop whenever you want. It wasn't that good. Okay. All right. Well, Trump did actually have another tweet as well, which I'm going to read right now. It came a little bit after the one that Trump Vader just read. And it said this: "So good to see the Saudi Arabia visit with the king in 50 countries already paying off. They said they would take a hard line on funding extremism, and all reference was pointing to Qatar. Perhaps this will be the beginning of the end to the horror of terrorism." So it seems that Donald Trump is actually taking credit for the fact that today Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, the UAE, Yemen and Libya have cut off diplomatic ties with Qatar. Now, a few weeks ago, Donald Trump was with the King of Qatar, giving him one of his famous Trump handshakes. And this may turn out to be a case of when Donald Trump sends out a tweet and then he leaves everybody else to pick up the pieces. Qatar is home to the biggest US military base in the Middle East. There's about 8,000 military personnel based there. And this seems to have been something that's led by the Saudi Arabian government, which, they're coming out saying, well, Qatar has these links to Islamic terrorism and we need to put a stop to that. Saudi Arabia is not entirely blameless in the entire funding terrorist thing. The government still does fund Islamic terrorism, and, the people that knocked down the World Trade Centers were in fact from Saudi Arabia, so not entirely blameless in this entire thing. But Donald Trump is quite happy to take the credit for it, and like I say, everyone else just goes, shit, now we've got to deal with this. So we've got 8,000 soldiers over there, and he's just said that this is great because they're evil. Oh dear. And if I may be so bold to suggest that perhaps Donald Trump has no idea who Qatar are. And I say this for one, I think, really good reason. Last month, when Donald Trump was in Saudi Arabia, he met with the leader of Qatar, whose name is this is difficult. It's Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. Something like that. Anyway, they met, and after they had chatted, Trump said, "We are friends. We've been friends now for a long time, indirectly, haven't we? Our relationship is extremely good. One of the things we will discuss is the purchase of lots of beautiful military equipment because nobody makes it like the United States." So, there was Donald Trump less than a month ago praising Qatar and saying, yeah, we're good friends, and in fact, we're going to sell them lots of military equipment because we make it the best. And then today, he's saying, well, thank God they've cut off Qatar because those fuckers are evil. And that is why I suspect Donald Trump has absolutely no idea what Qatar is. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, that's kind of what I'm seeing there. I mean, Qatar is a pretty big anti-ISIS ally for the US, especially with the military base being there. Maybe Donald doesn't have any business deals in Qatar. Well, I mean, we'd have to ask Beavis and Butthead about that, because Donald Trump has no idea what is going on with the Trump organization, right? I mean, that's clear. No knowledge. So maybe if we ask Eric and Donnie, hey, do you have any dealings in Qatar? I bet you $1 million. They say no. Saudi Arabia, yes. Qatar, no, we don't. And we do know that for a fact. It was revealed by the Justice Department that the Trump International Hotel accepted $270,000 from Saudi Arabia, which a spokesperson for the Trump organization said would be donated at the end of the year. But it's not a conflict of interest, because the President of the United States can't have a conflict of interest. Right, Eric?
Remember, though, the President of the United States has zero conflicts of interest. Zero.
Okay, so thanks, Eric, for confirming that for us. And now I do want to turn our attention to London, where the fight between Donald Trump and Sadiq Khan stepped up a gear today when Sadiq Khan suggested that perhaps Donald Trump would not be welcome in Britain after making such comments. Now, Theresa May was asked about the comments made, and she said, "I think Donald Trump was wrong in the things he said about Sadiq Khan. We have been working with Sadiq Khan. Party politics are put to one side. We work together." Now, she was then asked, will Donald Trump still be welcome in Britain? And she said, yes. And with just 2 days to go before James Comey testifies in public before Congress, today Michael Flynn turned over 600 pages of documents to the Senate committee. We have no idea what they say. We don't know if we'll ever find out what they say, but it is going to be must-see TV. And finally, I just want to beat up on Betsy DeVoe for just a moment with some of her most controversial comments, bearing in mind that this is the woman in charge of your children's education. She once described a Connecticut high school as nothing more than adult daycare, a dangerous daycare. And of a middle school in Washington, she described the teachers as being merely in receive mode and that they were waiting to be told what they have to do rather than empowered to facilitate great teaching. And on allowing guns on campus, she said that locales and states should decide whether guns are allowed on campuses or not, and in particular, in Wyoming, schools may need a firearm to protect them from potential grizzlies. On race relations, Betsy has said that historically black colleges and universities are real pioneers when it comes to school choice. They are living proof that when more options are provided to students, they are afforded greater access and greater quality. It was then pointed out to Betsy that actually the reason the historically black colleges and universities were founded in the first place was because of Jim Crow laws and racist policies that barred African Americans from attending any other university. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the lady in charge of your children's education. Anyway, we're just about out of time, so I want to thank you all very much for listening today. I hope you had a great day, I hope you'll have a great night, and I will chat with you tomorrow. And don't forget, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to the podcast, hit like, and leave a nice little review for me as well. Alright, take care, good night, bye bye.